Gates don't discriminate.
Ego and pride aside, I know you, but I don't know you. You know you, but do you know you? Ego and pride aside, you know me, but you don't know me. I know me, but do I know me? Ego and pride aside.
What time is it? EPA time. What time is it? EPA time. RIP. We ain't knowing, but we're going. We're all gonna be here one day. I have a couple family members that's here. So I sit here today and I just want to do something to give some people some things to think about. Death is real. We're all gonna come to this place at some point in time. Not specifically here. Some of us, we prefer to be buried. As of myself, I prefer to be cremated, and I would like everything sprinkled over water. I don't want no funeral or anything like that, for the simple fact, as you last seen me, that's how I want you to remember me. So if you're close to me, you're close to me. If you're not, you're not. As I sit here, I think about just a few individuals that basically lost a loved one. And first and foremost, I would like to talk about an individual I know without saying his name who lost a child, which is his son, his only son. I seen this individual probably about 2 weeks ago. And when I seen him, I really didn't know what to say. But me, only having one son, I couldn't even imagine, the pain that he's feeling. And when I seen him, I actually didn't know what to say that I can understand his pain or I could see what he's going through. But one thing I can say, I seen it in his eyes. When I looked at him, I seen the pain. And I seen that he's struggling to go through it. And as I sat there, me, myself, I almost came to a feeling of tears or just hurt thinking about if that was my son that I lost. Because that's the only way that you can actually picture that. I also have a father-in-law that's here at this current place. And I seen him up until he told me that he's not coming back. He was living with us at the time, and he looked at me, and I could see it in his eyes, and he was tired. He said it was time for him to go. And as he called me Gent. He said, I won't be coming back. And in all actuality, he didn't come back. So he's here at this place. And he was an individual that I respected. He was a hard worker. And he was my son's grandpa. And he was a man that I respected. And he was always honest. And he loved me. And I would say sometimes it's the individuals that are gone who you realize was the ones that truly loved you. A lot of people don't express or show their love when they're here. Reason being, I have no idea. But when you have a service and you're no longer there, then you hear all the great things about them. And they say all these great things, and there's laughter and so forth and so on. And I have 10 mini funerals, and it seemed like in the last 3 years, I have attended funerals that, man, I can't even count now. And it's individuals that are young. I mean, there was a time that I thought when you was a kid, you would always see your parents go. But now in these days, there's situations to where the parents are seeing their kids go. Or just younger generations, just due to different situations. We had COVID. There was a lot of loss. Rest in peace to all those who passed away due to COVID. And I had an individual that I knew that I seen him one week, and the next week somebody's texting me and saying that he passed away. And this individual was full of energy. And man, when I say full of energy, he reminded me of Levert, you know. And he was so full of energy. And Shannon, I had to say your name, Shannon. Rest in peace. And I met him, and he was the type of individual. He never changed as far as who he was as a person, or who he is as a person, until the last time that I seen him. And I attended his service, in which he just had something as far as like a memorial, but it was just him of showing who he was. He was full of energy and laughter, always free spirited. But I was driving, and he spotted me, and he said, "Hey, Gant." So I pulled over, and we had conversation. And it's like I ain't seen him in a while, but it was like where we last seen each other, that's where we left off at. So I was like, man, I'm not gonna hold you, man. I said, man, I get at you. I'll see how you doing a little later or something. A week later, somebody said that he fell due to COVID. And I was like, man, it made me think. You could be here one day, and the next day you're gone. And that, what that said is, tomorrow is not promised. It's not. So then we have those that lost loved ones due to they lived a long life here on earth, and they fall victim, or I would say they fall to not victim, but they fall to just old age, living to 80, in which for those that live to 80 and past that, uh, man, I take my hats off to it, because a lot of us is not living to 80, we're not living to 70. I mean, now in 2025, a lot of us is not living to see 55, and it's due to diabetes, due to strokes, due to gun violence, just due to violence in general, or sometimes health issues. So the process is basically sped up. So when I see somebody that lived to 70, living to 80, living to 90, you don't hear so many of those individuals living to 100. When I go to certain areas to where I work at, in retirement homes, you might see a person there 101, and they're having a birthday for that individual, but it's rare. But I had an uncle that recently passed, and I like to say rest in peace to him. And he was always an individual that was the same. And he used to say, Dee, you know, and that was just one of his sayings. And he was always the same, you know. And I always looked at him and looked at him the same, and I was, respected him highly, because he was always him. His energy was just even. It was at even, But he always had a great smile. And I seen him before he passed away, and he remembered me, and I took pictures with him, and I'll always remember him as I always remembered him. It's not the sad times or the times at that moment, and I could sit here now and I could think about how my cousin feels, because that was her dad, and she's hurt. I mean, she's going through a lot of pain, and I see it every day in you. But what I want to say to you is that he did live his life. He loved you guys. He loved you. I mean, you took care of him until his last breath. And I mean, in a lot of situations, a lot of people don't even get that opportunity or that chance to do so. But in the end, he will want you to live on, and he will want you to live your life fully and with happiness. So my cousin, you are, Tammy, And also there's other relatives that have lost loved ones that I always remember, and they was the ones that kept the family tight and kept it bonded. And that would be Ruby, and that would be Vaughn. Um, they kept the family just tightly knitted. And once they passed away, you could see the separation of the family. So there's certain things that people do that's here on earth. They have an importance to themselves, but also to others. And when they're no longer here, they're truly missed. I know we all say, how long will we mourn you? Some, they mourn forever. But I feel that you mourn in a different way. Don't mourn in a sad way. Remember the great times and the times that they was here and the things that they done. You know, because they feel something in each and every individual, whether it be the ones that I know to the ones that I don't know. You have loved ones that played a significant part in your life. So love them and respect them for that. And also we have those that basically passed away due to what's going on in the world out here today. And as you know, this place here is filled with that. People losing their life just to ignorance, gun violence, to where nobody's respecting life no more. A life is so easy to be taken. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I was an angel. I contributed to that at one time in my life. Am I happy about it? No, I'm not. But looking at it now, I say to myself, I don't want to be a part of that world or a part of just that negativity. It was a part of my life. I've been through it. And now I'm here today. And I do say rest in peace to those that I contributed to. Being in a place like this here. I mean, it's something that happened. It's something that took place in my life. But as I sit here today, I want to make things better. Not just for me. I mean, hopefully for everybody. Because I know we all have loved ones. And there's always going to be somebody that is no longer here with us today. And one of the saddest situations that I see today, and I feel like all loss of life is bad, and it's all sad. And sometimes I don't understand it, you know, because somebody says, "Oh, it was their time." I never understood when somebody said it was their time to go, because sometimes people pass away at just some crazy times, you know, to where it's the wrong time, as I would say. But then they say, only He up above, or the most powerful, the Almighty, He's the only one that actually knows that. We all have a calling. My calling hasn't been yet, but I'll be not here because I'm going to be cremated, but I'll be here one day. And like I said before, I'm going to be cremated. That's just my choice. And if the individual that has power of attorney over everything that has to do with me, take this into consideration and always remember this. Gantry wants to be cremated. And I would like to just touch on something for you all. Get you some source of life insurance for yourselves and for your loved ones. Because what happens is we don't want to make times like this a burden on anyone. And it's so expensive. We all know that. So with me, myself, I got like 4 or 5 life insurances. I'm not selling life insurance. I'm not sponsoring life insurance. But I would like, when I go, I'm not a burden on anyone as far as financially. I don't want them stressing. I would like, financially, I would like their life to be easier. And if I did want to be placed in a place like this here, it wouldn't be no burden on anyone, as far as my family members, my son, or anybody. Because we all know some people want the greatest funerals, and they're costly. But it's like this: when your loved ones are here, love them. We always say tomorrow is not promised to us. So with us knowing that, let's take that and live it as if we really truly believe it. And what I mean by that is, when I leave every day, I always let my son know, love him. Love you, son. See you later. Because I have good intentions on coming back. A lot of us, we don't say love you. For whatever reason, love is, to most, it's just a word. And they use it so loosely. When I say I love someone, especially like with my son, or use that term, I really mean it. But also show it as well. Because it's like this. And I thought about this. And the reason I thought about this is because you can turn that knob going out of the door, but as we all know, it's not guaranteed, or there's a possibility that you don't place that key in that door and come back in that door. And I've seen individuals time and time again to where see them earlier in the day, smiling, laughing, but never knew that that was their last day as far as being here on earth. So live your life to the fullest. Enjoy it. Enjoy your loved ones. Enjoy people while they're here. Because we're all going to leave this place one day. But when that day comes, you want to be sure and you want to feel that you're living. Because I say it like this: I believe in a higher power. But I can't say once I leave here where I go. Because I really don't know. But while I'm here, I want to live my life to the fullest. And love those that's here on earth with me until I'm gone. So I say this, and I bring this to a close. If you want to be loved in a certain way, you got to give that love in the way that you would like to be loved or you would like to be received. So I'm not going to be long with this. It's a touchy subject. I would like to end it on saying rest in peace to all my loved ones and to those that's no longer here. May you rest. All right. I'm gone.
Ego and pride aside, I know you, but I don't know you. You know you, but do you know you? Ego and pride aside, you know me, but you don't know me. I know me, but do I know me? Ego and pride aside, I know you when you don't know you. You know me and I don't know me.
That voice in your head been heard for a long time. Artificially a mystery in your own mind. In the car with you always hit you with the calm trash. Developing the issue with some shit you could've walked past. All that wrong ass, long ass idling. Tribal shit when your mind's your best survival kit. At war with yourself, arguing with the barber dude. You your own worst enemy, sabotaging you. Voices and choices, don't drink the poison. Poised and wise, defining your own ordinance. Boys to men coming into your own consciousness. Waking up, finding yourself finally on top.